What a gorgeous sight at North Cove. Welcome back, folks, to the back nine of the North Cove Classic 2024 edition, brought to you by Greatest Media Team, as well as the North Cove Leisure Club, and our sponsors, Disc Golf 978. Give a big shout out to everyone that's watched the front nine. Thank you for staying tuned. Make sure to check out the link in the description if you haven't. There's a quick link to the front nine. The back nine is going to get really excited. And as a tournament director, we couldn't have asked for a more beautiful weekend. We had 2 days of gorgeous weather and absolutely really no wind, which is very fortunate. And as you can see, North Cove is just one of the most beautiful courses. We were just so glad that we could film and got coverage not only of MPO, but we got FPO highlights coming out. We got an ace race coming out, held by yours truly, JT Rhodes. And let's give him an introduction. How are you doing, JT? And what did you think of that front nine?
Front nine was great. Some great camera work there on the front nine. Great to see North Cove on film.
Yeah, absolutely. North Cove is just an absolute treat. That trophy is just insanely beautiful. Tell us all about hole 10. This is a par 4, 503 feet. Looks like a dogleg to the right, but a little tricky with wind.
Really tough green to access. And a right-hand forehand can get into that green, but it is a crush to get there.
I seen Double G go over the tree line there, and I wonder if David Diehl is thinking that right now. Looks like he was thinking about it and kind of gets a little lucky getting through there.
Does. I've definitely seen him test that tree line on the right before.
Damien Biegert, he's coming from Charlotte, North Carolina. He's 994 rated when he was playing this tournament. He's actually 1003 rated now. He's got a big boost and a big jump. He's a really solid player. Misfires there, but trust us, folks, if you keep watching, you're going to see some big shots by this guy.
Harper Thompson here started the day with a 6-stroke lead. It's down to 5 now. It was a little bigger on the front nine.
Yeah, he kind of crushed that. I mean, he's with 5 strokes, it's still a lot of room to play with, but anything can happen at North Cove. I mean, it gets very daunting, especially hole 18, one of the most epically difficult holes on the course. And Josiah leaving it a little early, and he's going to have a lot of work to do just to save his par, which is going to be from the right side there. Here's Damien with a flick approach. See if he can execute it.
Certainly disappointed with his tee shot a bit there.
Yeah, you can tell he was disappointed. I mean, this is a lot of people are licking their chops because it is a par 4. We were trying to make it a par 4 just so folks had a little bit of a relief and a birdie in the middle of the mix there. Wow, don't stand up and roll. Come on, don't do it. Okay, he got lucky there. That could happen real fast on this hole.
No, it looked like it stopped.
Like roller approaches here. Almost converting there.
Stance look good?
Yeah, that would have been a really good 3 save for Josiah. He's going to be most likely tapping in his 4 there. Here is Harper for his 3 look. From the knee, very difficult. Uphill, too.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, great birdie there. And an easy birdie for David Diehl as well, after going sky high and then having really a putt almost at it. Hole 11, one of my favorite holes. One thing we did change with this hole is that we extended the OB a little bit outside and made it the cart path, and you have to make it to the left of the cart path. So anything to the right will be OB, and then anything that is out of bounds will go to a drop zone that is straight up the line. This lead cart shouldn't have any problem, but what do you think of this one, JT?
Both shots you see are going to come out and land left around these two trees here, and hope you get a good putt up the hill. Giving it all he's got there. It stands up a little bit. He's just trying to run that.
Yeah, you got to run this one. This one's just it's weird because it looks uphill, looks downhill, but it plays a little uphill, I swear.
I think it's the air. We're cooking that one just a little bit into the right side.
Yeah. He'll still have a look there. And Harper taking most likely a mid-range and firing one in there. He's gonna have the best look. Probably circle 2. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to see this catch cam angle. Shout out to Grant Latin. He did a great job out there. And come on, get past that tree. All right.
Be right around that tree for a putt.
On the front nine coverage, we talked about how there's a few holes that have like a temper feel in terms of a Finland or European look and feel to the course. This is a hole that really reminds me that I would find something in Yarva. Again, just the bunny hill, the uphill, it's just difficult, and you can have a lot of difficulty in terms of rolls too.
Dude, you could be at a ski park.
What do you think it plays like? Is it 375?
I think it's pretty accurate. I tend to throw an Explorer on this one. I tend to throw a 7-speed.
Josiah cashing in the birdie putt. Heck yeah.
See him catching some putts on the back here.
So interesting enough, this hole played just 3.0, and the hole prior played 3.42, and that was the easiest hole of the day. And I would expect this one to play a little harder. I'm kind of shocked, and I applaud the group being able to shoot an average here. Harper missing out on the birdie, but Damien didn't get one. David Diehl still not a threat, and Josiah obviously gets the birdie, so he'll get the box here. Hole 12. This is a beast of a hole. This is the longest hole that we're going to be playing here, and it's almost 1,000 feet. It's a par 5. It's a huge air shot because it's a downhill. You're actually starting on a huge high ledge up there, and then you kind of land where the drone is right now or past the bunker. And riding the right side is most likely the play that you will see from most folks. You can go straight at it, but then the cart path on the left will come into play. I love the green too. It's a 2 to 3 shot hole depending on how big your arm speed is, and it's a great challenge. And for being hole 12, it just fits so well in the course, and it's actually, I think it's the signature hole. I know a lot of people love 18, but I personally love throwing this hole.
Oh, it is.
Definitely a signature tee shot on this course for sure. It is a fun one.
Josiah almost going into the bunker there, which would have been a hazard, but he is getting away with it. And David Diehl, let's see how far he throws this one. I'm going to say 550. He just walks around. Oh, my. Wow. All right. He didn't make the cameraman turn, which is surprising, but I'm pretty sure our guy's at 600 mark, so pretty freaking good.
Ideal in the fairway cut.
Now he's going to have a monster shot. He most likely will try to go for the eagle. Damien putting a huge blast on this one, and he's getting up there way past the bunker in a safe spot. And that's the miss in terms of just landing left. You don't want to land anywhere near the right side. Harper, let's see if he gets to ride this one.
Turn over.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see how long this one plays. I mean, Josiah can throw really far, and he's still so far from the pin. Damien putting a good move on that one, and he's going to most likely be in a great position for laying up and taking the birdie 4. The 2 shots creek is what, 850?
All of it.
Okay, yeah. David Diehl taking the same disc. He most likely threw off the tee, and it is not flipping up on him. He put a little too much height on it.
Be left.
Yeah, I would have loved to see him get that eagle. Was there a lot of eagles during the Blue Ridge Championship?
4 for the Pro Tour event.
Oh, wow. Well, here's Harper from the right side. Let's see if he's able to make it up there.
We're still reaching that ditch in 2 shots and gonna have a chance for it.
Yeah, he's probably 28. Still a putt, though. Look at that green. I wouldn't want to mess with that.
Feel after going OB, nice touch right in front of the basket.
Yeah, that's something you need to have in any sort of greens like this. You really need to have touch, because if you just put it on the wrong angle, just on the slightest angle, it's going to roll. And Harper cleaning up to take his birdie. Great play there. Great putt. Kind of got away with one.
Yeah, that tree dropped him right down on the fairway on that drive. Gotta take advantage of those moments. Josiah was a good putt there.
Really was. What do you think is the scariest green on this layout?
I think it might have to be hole 6 on the gourd.
Interesting call there, yeah. I would have said the one that we just saw, or maybe 10. I don't know. They're both pretty tough. 11's actually really tough, too. Hole 13, not the scariest green. And you just have to get through this V shape here. The drone is going to be flying through. And most likely, players going to take a fairway, maybe like a Firebird, and they're just going to blast one up there and get a huge skip. Hitting the rock wall is totally fine. If you land a little right and high, you're going to have a death putt down. Wow, what a nice forehand by Josiah. This camera doesn't do it justice. This is a really tight fairway.
Yeah, that gap is tight there, and it was a good job keeping it on a hyzer, still getting to push up the hill.
Wow, that was textbook. What a great shot.
Primo.
I only dream of having a forehand like that, but... Oh, okay, Damien. We'll see what you do here. I'm pretty sure he's throwing a Firebird as well. And he got...
A little muscle on it.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he's going to have like a 35-foot putt downhill.
Got that roto to deal with.
See if Harper can hit the line. It's really hard to save even a birdie putt from there, because it's cut off fast. You have to come and wrap around it. And David Diehl getting through the gap, but I don't think he got that far. Must have hit something.
Hit it early.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm off.
That was cool.
Big time.
It's less cool if you look at it. Okay, I'm not gonna
He says it's not that cool, but I think that's pretty cool.
Folks, this is a tough putt to make.
I'm pretty sure he went through some like gap in there, yeah.
There is hardly anything there.
You would know. He found something. He didn't have to do the Calvin Heimberg turbo putt, whatever, basketball putt.
Yeah, no basketball putt.
So that played, 330 for the folks, and it averaged 3.08. So kind of what you expect. Not that many birdies, but a lot of pars, and then maybe a couple of bogeys here and there. Let's move on to hole 14, another signature hole in my opinion. I really love this par 3. Downhill, 405 feet. This averaged 2.96 with the field. And I really like this one because there's a hazard that you have to really make sure that you avoid on the left-hand side. But if you try to flip it up too much, it's easy to ride it too right, and you kind of land in that batch of trees there. So the perfect shot is just kind of a mid-range and throw it hard and just make sure that it flips up straight.
Definitely agree. It's a short 405 going downhill. Looks a little airborne, but it's flipping.
Got a kind of good kick to the right there, because if that had kicked left, he actually might have gone to the hazard there. Damien's leaning on his mid-range here. Kind of going super wide and see if he can crash in there. I'm not. Do you think he meant to go that?
He meant to go that wide, but that worked out for him.
I mean, I've seen people do the wide hyzer, but it's sort of kind of just pray that it kind of lands through the trees there. And Harper, yeah, you can see he's not enjoying that one. I think that went to the hazard.
Diehl's a little early as well. He might be same territory.
That's really surprising because David Diehl should have parked this with the putter. All right, so he avoided the hazard at least, and unlike Harper. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's the putter action I was talking about, Jason.
Like
All right.
100.
Yeah, about 35 feet. Let's see if he can nail this one. This would be great to get his mojo back for 3. Oh my goodness.
You're short.
That's tough to see, taking a bogey on a downhill 405-foot hole, but it happens. And there's actually a lot of OB in danger behind the basket, which I probably didn't even mention, because there's a river or pond that you guys have back there. Okay, so Damien...
He connects there.
Yeah, he's now within 3 strokes because we just... Actually, he might even be within 2 strokes because I think Harper took a bogey there. So things are getting a little interesting, and we're on hole 15 here, so there's not a lot of holes left. But Damien can definitely make a charge here if Harper, doesn't execute one of the most difficult holes, in my opinion, in terms of... Similar to what we saw on hole 3 in the front 9 coverage, you're going to have a double landing zone and then double DZ if you don't make it with hazard island. So you have to have the disc land right exactly where the drone is flying right now and make sure that you stick it, because anything past this cart path is actually OB and not a hazard, but actually OB. And you have to actually make this into an island here.
One of the funnest holes on the property if you can birdie it.
If you can birdie it, absolutely. What's your success rate? I'm just curious.
There's no one keeping track of that, but it's you throw a putter twice, throw it straight.
You're making it sound so easy, JT. This is a daunting hole for a lot of people. Obviously, these guys are making it look really easy. A little forehand pitch up and little backhand throws, turnovers. Let's see. The stats here is 3.88. Okay, so maybe I'm misremembering how difficult this hole is, but it's the island for me. So it's an easy 5 if you miss this shot right here.
And Harper might have been a little long there. I'm sure he looked a little airborne and Damien's gonna stick it.
Yeah, that's a beautiful shot by Damien. He is such a good forehander and backhander when it comes to really any distance. He's a really solid player. Like that was executed very well, and he had no fear, looked like. And David Diehl was able to get it up there as well. Oh my gosh, Josiah, how lucky are you getting?
Yeah.
You never see that at North Cove.
Do this jump.
Never jumps over boulders, ever. He knows it.
He's got to make that putt now.
Oh, he has to, yeah. And Harper actually getting the best throw out of the bunch here, so he should be in a great spot to execute this 200 foot, maybe 175 feet.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're like 175. Get some cabbage right there on the walnut right there.
So I feel like I jinxed him because I didn't even see that cabbage. I'm not sure if he did either. Maybe that comes up really fast, weirdly. And let's see if he can at least save the 4. Can't do that, so he's going to be down to 26 now. And if Damien gets a birdie, like this is a ball game, folks. Oh, I didn't think he was that far. I guess he was still. David Diehl getting his birdie, stepping it back up. Now he's 1 down on his round, so that's keeping up with his stats, what he was doing prior in terms of averaging 10-20 golf there. And yeah, this is really interesting because Damien just got his birdie and he's -6, folks. Holy cow.
Been making it happen in the last few holes.
He really is. He loves the back 9, it looks like. And here we go, moving on to hole 16. This is another beautiful hole that is playing along the river here. Anything obviously to the right of the river and past it is OB, as you can see from the graphic. JT, tell us a little more. And is it one of your favorites as well?
Great hole. I love this one. Just avoid the kudzu monster. Don't come up short. We extended the OB a little bit up to the cart path, so the cart path defines it up on the left. Got to be beyond the bridge. About 370 to the pin.
Plays like probably 390 with the hyzer. You just have to commit, make sure that crashes left. And I really like the change of making the cart path OB on the left-hand side. I feel like the Blue Ridge Championship was just a little tight. Here we go, Damien starting us off here. Please get it around. And I don't know if it did. I think it's in those woods over there.
Damien's going to grab his disc for him.
Yeah. And making the correction, Josiah is blasting one to the left-hand side here, and he's going to have a putt, folks. That's going to be a great shot there.
And that hillside is play on this hole.
Yeah, I agree. The hillside, I mean, in years past, it was actually out of bounds, and it's just so much better when you're able to play it because that's where you should be crashing. Oh, wow. Here we go. Harper with a beautiful throw here on 16. Take a look at this, folks.
Oh, he hits the rock.
Great catch cam angle there. And I think we might have missed Damien's and David Diehl's approach shot from the bridge. I think the camera was giving me a little bit of trouble, so my apologies there. So you can see that Harper was able to connect for his birdies. If Damien makes this, then unfortunately he's going to drop a few strokes to Harper. 2-stroke swing there after just being tied up. Not really what you want to do on 16, especially since Damien has that power and the hyzer to get there.
Great birdie to get for Harper for sure. Anything could happen on 17 and 18. There are definitely some dicey holes coming up.
Yeah, and 17 actually, like you said, is actually one of the most difficult holes of the day, playing .4 over par, 3.45, and it's a 450-foot par 3. We could have played it even longer, kind of what the Pro Tour Championship did, but we really thought this was just as difficult. And it is, folks. If you hyzer out, you're going to be OB. If you blast one to the right and you go too far, you're actually going to be in a hazard. So you have to be in the right spot here.
Strategical par 3. If you got the distance, you can get there. Even if you got the distance, there's some danger.
And Harper's playing it pretty safe, yeah.
Safe play there. Are you doing the same?
Yeah, I mean, that's a smart play. Oh my gosh, these guys are blasting their music. I thought Damien would have gone for it because I think he has the power. And I mean, look at David Diehl. He's definitely going for this. Let's see if he can get there. Come on, swing left. Swing left. There we go.
Ow.
Perfect. Yeah, that was a bomb. And we don't see a lot of people getting that 450-foot mark on this hole. It's so dangerous because you have to ride that right side without going too left. And he did it perfectly, folks. That is how you draw this hole up. He's the only person to birdie this hole, JT.
The only person to birdie this hole.
Correct.
Whole weekend.
Nope. We don't lie here at GMT. We'll have to give him a mini or something.
Looking good on the approach.
Yeah, they're making this whole, textbook standard par 3. They're going to get their 3. They're not going to try to bite too much. The only person that really wanted to go for it was David Diehl. And shout out to him because I'm pretty sure he throws over 500, and that's what you get when you throw over 500. You're going to get these lone 450-foot birdie that nobody else is going to get in the whole card and the whole tournament.
Most of them have got this distance.
Yeah, I feel like Harper could do it, but he doesn't want to go OB, yeah.
Pretty honest 3 for these open guys.
Yep, and the wind was picking up, so you can see the flags kind of ripping up there. And hole 18, tell us more about it.
That's a finishing hole in this off, maybe. Gotta clear the kudzu here. In over the river. Ideal landing area is just to the left there. If you want to bite off there, you're going to play into the trees for most folks. Only the insane guys go for it in 2.
Yeah, the insane guys like Double G. This is a beautiful hole, 818 feet, plays more like 900 feet. There's something about it, and it's one of the most beautiful greens, island green, in terms of sort of OB surrounding it. There's OB lines around it, and you have to make a decision, like you were saying. You can either go for it or take your standard 4 here. And David Diehl getting a really good shot and good move on that. He's probably at the almost 475 mark there.
Get into the grass there, and pure hyzer for Diehl.
Mhm.
Harper takes the flex line to the left there. He's hitting the grass as well, looks like.
I like the flex line. That's not as easy as it looks to pull off. You really have to commit and get around that one tree off the tee, which comes into play fast. And Josiah,
Not what I expected to see out of Josiah there. Lefty backhand on hole 18. I definitely never seen that.
yeah, I feel like he had the forehand to kind of just wrap around to the left there. And Damien, he's going to be taking his destroyer, getting a really good pull on it. Is that David Diehl's or Josiah's? Okay.
Josiah's going to be at the drop zone there.
Yeah, you can see that drop zone is not easy. We wanted to make sure that, you couldn't just lay up. You shouldn't be gaining momentum and gaining distance.
Pretty good lie, playing it up into the trees there.
Yeah, he's in a good spot. I really think that is the play, just to take your 4, because we made it a 5, so you could finish on a couple birdies. And I think that's why this course, when you were talking about it, averaged 1,000 even.
Doing it.
Oh, I don't think he got through. Oh no.
That's the one you got to beat there. If you can get right of that tree, he's probably on the green.
Yeah, I wish he. Oh, well, that was a good approach there. But going back to that conversation, like you were saying, the Blue Ridge Championship, when the Disc Golf Pro Tour was around, 1,000 was even. I think it was actually higher. It was like 10-10. And that's because the pars were a little different. Like, I think this was a par 4, hole 12 was a par 4, and there were some different layouts there.
A little softer. Here's Damien.
Yeah, he's making that approach look easy, taking his 4.
That was close. That was really close. You couldn't tell because of that tree there, but Damien gave it a bid. 3.
You got to give it a bid on this green. I feel like it's just so beautiful. Yeah, so it looks like Harper's gonna, if he taps this out, which it looks like he's pretty close, and Josiah is going to be rolling a little bit. He's going to be taking a par. Oh no, he's going to be taking a bogey because he went OB as well. And Damien, what a great valiant effort for Damien. He played so well and almost made the comeback of the year, down 6 strokes, tying, and then putting the pressure on with 2 holes to go. And then Harper was able to just come through on hole 18 here.
2024 North Cove Classic, powered by GMT champion Harper Thompson.
And there you are, handing the trophy to the winner. Shout out to Heirloom Woodworks. They did a great job with those trophies.
Thompson seals the deal. Great season for this guy here at USDGC.
Yeah, and I believe he won a big tournament right after this one. So we hope that it gave him the momentum to finish strong and even stronger, because he did such a phenomenal job. Just wanted to thank everybody for staying tuned. JT, really appreciate you. I hope North Cove makes a comeback. I know you guys are thinking about doing a fundraiser with another round, so we look forward to obviously helping you there, and hope everybody can support you, and make sure to keep an eye on that. Is there anything that you want to mention before we drop off here?
A lot of efforts dropping soon. Check out our GoFundMe. There's information on our GoFundMe link for volunteers as well. Stay tuned to our Instagram and Facebook for further updates.
Absolutely. Links in the description. Make sure to check it out. And they're going to have volunteer days. We're going to have, work party days. There's going to be tournaments that we're most likely going to have fundraisers for. So get ready, folks. Get back into the swings. We've got to get in recovery mode here. And again, thank you for watching the North Cove Classic. I hope you enjoyed this coverage. This was an awesome tournament and back in the summer, and I can't wait to bring it back. And congratulations to the lead card. And again, congratulations to Harper Thompson on an outstanding win there.
Absolutely. Pleasure being on the mic with you, Ivan.
You too, JT. Be well, folks.